has already been discussed by many of you, and I hope that we will continue to discuss. But I am very much concerned, which I mentioned to you very briefly, and I don't want to take it further because the way forward, etc., has been discussed, that how to deal with the hardliners on both the sides, because they have developed a vested interest in keeping the situation the way it is, because they are the beneficiary of the political process. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alisa. May I request some friend from Pakistan to offer his comment? Is anyone interested from Pakistan to speak?
We can see some
Shimati wants to speak.
Yeah. Just couple of minutes, please.
Thank you. I'll be very brief. Basically, what I want to start off by sharing is that I appreciate all the things that have been said up till now. I would like to take a step ahead of this conversation, and maybe this is a repetition, but yes, whenever there are tensions and conflicts, what happens in our two countries is that there is an enormous rise of hyper-nationalism and an enormous rise of hyper-religiosity, and this affects the people of both the countries severely. And I would like to hear this mentioned that when Pakistan also has non-Muslim people living in this country, and whenever this kind of a thing happens, they suffer, women suffer. So what, and the other thing that happens is that our media, as we all know, normalizes hate between the people of the country, while it is not true that the people of the country hate each other. This making the norm that, hate Hindus, hate India, hate Muslims, hate Pakistanis, this is something that we need to somehow find ways to stop within our two countries. So it's the role of the media, the role of the writers, intellectuals becomes very important. I think we as members of civil society, we as artists, we as writers, we as just ordinary members of civil society, we need to what Mani Chandrayarji said, that we need the governments and the states need to talk. I think what we need to do is to push our states, push our governments towards that talk, because their interests seems not the interests of the people that they represent. So on behalf of the people of this country, and because I'm an activist, a social activist, I'm an artist, I know for a fact that the people do not want wars. Women do not want wars. We want another issue that both the countries face is enormous poverty at the moment. In Pakistan, enormous unemployment. So if somehow we can get together and push our states, our governments to enter into that dialogue of no more facts, that dialogue about water, about terrorism, and about everything that is bringing us into conflict. I think we need to do that somehow or the other, and I think this is one step in that. I'm also part of many other platforms that are trying to do this, but I do believe that art can bring us together. I believe that we must somehow push for opening the borders, at least for certain, the divided families are suffering miserably. Husbands there, wives here. Minorities are suffering hugely. Marriages on one side of the border, other side. And another thing I'd like to share finally before I end is that I know for a fact that so many non-Muslim families are being forced to leave this country. They're crossing the border. Even today, they are right now, because of this hyper-religiosity, this hyper nationalism where everyone who's has to prove their patriotism, which is just not right. And yeah, these are the things I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think it's the right time that I get a couple of women from India to offer their comments, but very briefly. Dr. Yadav?
Shah sir, Rahman has to leave.